it's Carrie. So much glitter. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I got home from work a little bit late, and so it was taking me a little bit of extra time to get adjusted. And I'm still new to scheduling lives, so I wanted to make sure that everything was working. So I am going to clean off my glasses. I'm going to see if I can find myself. Well, everyone can find me, and I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, I don't yet see myself, so that means you probably don't see me. There I go. There I go. Oh, hello, Stamper Girl. Thank you for coming. Yes, I'm still going live. I hope I am in frame. I hope everything is situated. My desk is a mess. My week has been messy, so I'm trying to get situated. Okay. Found myself. Let's open up the chat over here so I can see in front of me. And I don't know why my devices lag from each other. I just think that that's so weird. But here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay. I cannot really find myself over there. But I found myself on my laptop. I'm going to go ahead and throw on my link tree if you guys want to know where to find me. Okay. I might want to go down a little bit more. If that's too close, let me know. Okay. Try to get right into it. Okay, let me clean off my glasses. Let's see if we can find myself over here on YouTube on my phone that I use. So then I can see your chat a little bit more. I can see it. Let me turn this phone down. Okay, so I found myself on all devices. That means you can find me too. And if you are watching the replay, give a thumbs up and say, hey, let me know that you're here. I just wanted to stop in for a midweek break. A midweek break is all. It's been kind of a crazy week. And it really wasn't that, like, it's not been like bad. I mean, it's not, I work high acute mental health, so it's not always great, but it didn't start going south until yesterday afternoon. So, okay, I'm glad I kept my Happy Meal on my desk. That's all I've got to say, because Believe in Yourself has got to be my theme this week. I just need to see that. So I have a few goodies here on my desk. I got a package in today. I wasn't sure if it was going to come, so I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it. But I did get my art journaling magazine in, and that arrived yesterday. It's the first time I've ever subscribed to art journaling, but I was very, very excited about it. This was a Christmas gift to myself. And then I subscribed to the other magazine as well. The Stampington. Well, what is it called? The other one, I don't know what it's called. Oh my goodness. Somerset Studio. Okay, I knew. I have a few of those because I bought them at Barnes & Noble before. Anyway, so this is the first one that I've got in. That was a Christmas gift to myself. And I received this yesterday in the mail, and I was surprised that it took so long to start receiving these subscriptions. Like, do you guys subscribe to these magazines? And I mean, I subscribed to this back in December when they were having a special, and I didn't think I would start. I thought I would start getting it like January. I guess I don't know how their quarters work. Anyway, so it's April, May, June is what I received yesterday. And I flipped through here a little bit. Let me get the other stuff off of the desk because it's just stuff I may want to play with, right? So I was flipping through here and I thought, this has been like a long week. I need a break. And I don't want to do homework this week. And, I have a long weekend coming up. So I call it my mini spring break because we do celebrate in Southern California. We celebrate Cesar Chavez Day, and that's Tuesday. So we're closed Tuesday. I'm not going to work on Monday. I'm taking it off. And I'm off early tomorrow. So I'm very excited. Although I'm on call, but it's okay. It's okay. So I started flipping through here and I thought, let's get some inspiration. I want to take a break. And I just so much came out at me. And I'm not surprised because I'm newer to junk journaling, just about a year into junk journaling. I'm a pretty seasoned card maker. And I flipped through it, and this is the first thing I flipped through so I flip from the back to the front. This is how I am with everything. I don't know why. No, I don't. I'm an avid reader. I don't read the back of the book. I don't need to know how the book ends before I start reading it like that. I'm not like that. But magazines and things, I flipped the back to the front. I don't know why. I always have, and then it's easy just to flip through, I guess. And so there's so much inspiration in here. I absolutely love it. And watching Dee Dee the other day, I thought how she was zhuzhing up. I say zhuzhing, but she was making these magazines her own, cutting them in half and making them like a work of art. I was so inspired by that. I was like, I'm so glad that I started subscribing to those magazines rather than going into Barnes and Noble and spending, oh my gosh, what are they? I think it's almost $20. Individually, I think these are like $17, but I every once in a while will. Oh, it's $15.99. So it made the subscription worth it. So I found this by Peggy Tunnel or Tunnel. I don't know, I'm going to say it how I'm going to say it, I guess. And I was really inspired. I have been wanting to make bookmarks lately, and I thought these would be perfect inspiration for bookmarks. But then I thought, you know what? These tags would be perfect for my junk journaling, for my card making. I have glue on my hands. I just opened a package from Amazon and everything. So I apologize if I'm messy. I'm going to take a sip of my water. I had a good intention in my craft room this afternoon. Try to be nice and calm. I feel like I'm talking fast, so I'll just my intention incense going for some nice, calm and peaceful. And, we have the good ambience going for the kitties. So we're just going to create. I thought, let's create. I ordered some tags on Amazon, and I thought these would be fun to make. So I wasn't sure if I was going to get these on time. I've never ordered tags before. Normally I just make them, and then these came with these ties, which I can take them off. It's, it's not that big of a deal. But I thought that these would be fun to kind of recreate something like this. Or I have some fun little baggies, little treat baggies that I like to use as pockets and journals. And or we could just make some bookmarks. It's just kind of a midweek break for me. I don't need to go by too many rules or whatever during the week. Well, because during the week we're following enough rules already, right? Okay. So let me just take off a few of these tags. So what I did is I thought this would be fun. And the in-between. I love these little go-to pouches and keep them close by. Each one a portable studio ready for a travel trip, waiting room, or simply some time by the lake. Whether I'm slow stitching or piecing together collage elements, during these pockets of time, I can create a bit of something, then another bit before I know it. These fragments join together into a finished piece. Creativity really can thrive in the in-between moments of life. I like to mark things that resonate with me. I just do. And that I read that and I was like, you know what? That's where I'm at. And at this time in my week, I'm at the in-between. And I just want a little pocket of in-between time where my creativity can thrive. And I thought that this little project would be perfect just to create some fun. I don't need to create a full project. I don't need to create, you know, start something that I'm not going to finish and I'm going to have to come back to later. I just thought, let's maybe case these a little bit, these Take Flight tags. And kind of make them our own. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to have you guys here. If you're up in the balcony, you can come down and say hey. If you don't want to, I completely understand. I am a balcony watcher a lot of times. So anyway, so I have these tags that I got in today. I have some bags. I have some paper. I have some that we can maybe make bookmarks with, kind of just like whatever, but I thought that these were a lot of fun. And you can really layer up the elements on these, make them as simple or as complicated as you want. I even have some book pages from a book on a training that I took. And I'm not going to go through and like read this whole book from front to back. I just kind of like to take what resonates and leave what doesn't, kind of thing. And so I like to create with this book too, because it's not like one of my spicy little rom-com books, or it's not like one of my murder mystery books where something inappropriate is going to sneak in on a project. And so I thought that, you know, this book is a safe one to create with, and it has a really good message, and I like it. So I like to leave that kind of for my creating. I have some, which I just set aside, some collage paper from Ideology from Tim Holtz. Maybe we want to put on there. I got some Mod Podge sitting in the wings. I have some like solar paste. I have some glitter glaze. I've got kind of a lot going on here. So let's just jump into it, shall we? Okay. So the most I thought I was skipping a page. So the most inspiration that I got from these were like these little pages, because I just thought how fun, right? So what I'm going to do is just kind of set this aside and get started. I do have a new collage book. Okay. Let's move things out of the way. I have some stencils for the glaze, so that'll make a little bit more sense. I'm going to set that in front of me so I don't lose it. Hopefully I'm not going to be knocking things over and making a ruckus. Let's see. I have a few things that I pulled out because I was like, what do I want to do? I don't know. Let's see. See, I need bookmarks. I'm using the bookmark from my order of thrift books. So anyway, I got this book. I ordered this a few weeks ago from Amazon, and it's Book Lover Ephemera. Like, I'm such a book lover. How can I not? And this is a Pour Toast book. It's Kate Curry and Pour Toast. So this is art that they created. These are other things that they created together. So I thought that this was fun. I just love books and all things books. And I have a book journal going on. I actually have two of them. One's finished and one I have kind of going on. I jump in and out of. So I thought that this would be fun to put some collage elements on here. I really, really like this, maybe with some fun messages. Let's see. What else did I get? I did order this from Thrift Books. I saw this at Barnes & Noble a few weeks ago, and I looked at it at Barnes & Noble. Honestly, I don't remember it being $16. I remember it being more expensive, but I got this for $13 on Thrift Books, and it's brand new. So if we want to throw a few stickers on, like, what do we want to do? I don't know. Let's just play. And then I have some origami paper that I've ordered. I think Jane kind of turned me onto this. I watched a live with hers, and she was or Jane or Carol. I don't really remember. I'm sorry. But I thought, you know, that's a really good idea to create with. And this is Van Gogh. It's not Monet. So both sides are Van Gogh. So you can kind of create with that how you want. Okay, let's just throw some stuff down, right? I'm just going to play with the tags, throw some stuff down. If I want to do some spray elements, I don't know. I'm thinking no. I'm thinking I want to collage some things down. Like that's probably a napkin. That's a lot of fun. I was at TJ Maxx yesterday and I wanted to buy some of their napkins. I thought, no, I don't need to get into that whole nap thing, collecting napkins. I used to when Tuesday Morning was here, and I didn't do a whole lot with them. But I don't need 100 of one napkin. So maybe like here and there at the thrift store, I can pick up some napkins that were used for parties or whatever. If I see some good, clearances at Michael's, I'll pick up like a package of their napkins here and there and create with them. But I can recreate something like that because I have my good old Kuretake gold, right? And I love doing that. So if you have watched me at all on any of my lives in the past, okay, I'm going to set that aside because I think we have our inspiration. So if you see me at all, I like to create master boards, but I don't really do it with any rhyme or reason. And I'm just going to start tearing apart and creating. I really like this a lot. You could just use regular tissue paper. You could stamp on regular tissue paper if that's what you want to do. But I like to make my master boards out of like my scraps. And I don't really follow any specific path, if that makes sense. Okay, I have my fan on over here because it was like 80 degrees today and it was kind of warm when I came in. I'm going to have to tilt it the other way. Okay, so we can kind of get it off of the paper. And I am going to just kind of put some of this down and then we can layer up on top of it if we want. And get some words going, some stamps, like whatever we want to do. So I do have my matte Mod Podge. This is my matte medium because I don't really collage. Oh, it's probably, there we go. I got it. I don't really collage enough to buy like a whole matte medium, but I could. I just have this, and this has been a little bit more inexpensive for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the Mod Podge on this and then over it to kind of seal it down. And I don't follow a whole lot of rules in my crafting. So I'm pretty unconventional when somebody says like you have to do something a certain way. I just kind of do it my own way. Welcome to my world. I very much frustrated my mother. So, but that's okay. Don't I'm a pretty independent thinker now, and it's paid off really well with me and my own children and in my career. I mean, it's not always welcome. Educated women in any sort of power is not always welcome. Okay. So I do have some here. Let me get my messiest little rag in my craft room that I probably am not going to need. I'll just set this off to the side and we'll kind of get that going. Okay. So how are you guys doing on this Thursday? Like, how's your week been? Has it been great? Does you want to share any good news? Okay, we have that down. I'm just going to do this maybe on a few elements or a few of these tags. I can make, like I said, as many or as little of these tags as I want. And, I can collage over this or not. I probably prefer not to because if I want to tie like a ribbon or something, and then I can do some sort of fun element. I like to tilt a lot of stuff on my creating because then it looks a little bit, sometimes it just looks a little bit more like skewed and not planned. And so then the whole piece of art all on its own is a little bit more organic looking. I used to be really linear, like crafter and creator and card maker and everything. Like there was rules and card making and scrapbooking and everything had to be kind of so perfect and neat. And that's where I got turned off from a lot of like card making creators because god dang, there was rules for freaking everything. And I mean, yeah, certain things, like card sizes and things like that and some matte layers, like, yeah, there's, there is a element of like, this is how you get it done, but like, this isn't my rigid time. So that's why I really like junk journaling. I love collaging. I'm much newer to collaging than I am to junk journaling, but the two go hand in hand. I mean, they really do. So I'll just put this on the bottom, kind of in the middle, smooth it out. And I purchased this at Hobby Lobby when they were discounting all of my Tim Holtz stuff. And now there's like a little itty bitty aisle of Tim Holtz, and it's like never in stock and never on sale anymore. I'm going to say it. I miss Joanne. I miss that old lady. She had it all. She had it all. Okay. So let's just kind of piece these together a little bit. Just kind of like put this on the end. If I want to get some stamps going, maybe some other collage elements, we'll get out the book page. Have you guys ever just like played? Like you need a break and you're like, that's it. I'm putting myself in timeout. I'm going to the craft room. That's kind of what I've done today. Like, that's it. And, you know, ironically, like very little will overwhelm me. But I came home from work last night and I was like, there was no water. Like we were out of water and my daughter didn't tell me before she left for work. And that threw me over the edge. Like, why? I don't know. It just did, because I'm not drinking tap water here. That's disgusting. And who knows what's in our frippin' tap water, because it's been tested before and it's not great. Hello, girl. Hey, thank you for sharing. Welcome, View. I'm so glad to see you. So I'm just I put myself in timeout in my craft room, and I was just kind of telling a little story about how like very little will overwhelm me and like send me over the edge. But after like the week I've had, like it's springtime is what it is. It's springtime. I work mental health. It really, like when I was working in law enforcement and then I worked with kids at the school district before that, seasons matter. Like, yeah, seasons matter. So it's just been kind of rough. So anyway, so today at lunch, I had to go buy water. And I've been back to back meetings, and then I had a training, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to drive all the way across the street, go buy the water. And I was like, I can't believe it. And I just kind of had like a mini meltdown. And my daughter called me when I was running through the grocery store. She's like, can you get this? Can you get that? Oh, wait, what about this? And I was like, I've had it. I've just kind of had it. I'm like, I only have so much time. And so I was just, honestly, I was on the verge of tears, and she heard me and she's like, Mom, are you okay? She was going to the beach with her boyfriend because it's their day off. And I felt bad, but I was like, I don't want to buy the Greek yogurt here, but I don't want to go to the grocery store again. And it was just funny. And I was like, I love the Greek yogurt at Costco. I don't want to buy the Greek yogurt here. And she's like, Mom, it's okay. We will go get the Greek yogurt for you. I'm like, Costco? And she's like, yes. She goes, can you please just buy my carrots and my potatoes? And I was like, oh, okay. It just, you know, I'm just like, so I'm putting myself in timeout. So let's just start there. Yeah, I don't know. And that's when I'm like on the verge of tears for no freaking reason, because I never get emotional, my kids freeze. They're like, uh-oh, what happened to her? Oh no, what do we do? And it's like, is she broken? They don't know what to do. So my daughter's a little bit more calm down, be quiet, we'll fix it. My son's just like, it's okay, Mom, sit down. We'll rub your shoulders and give you a break, kind of thing. Yeah, so it was just yeah, it was kind of that way. Yeah, I just wanted to do me. And my kids are in their 20s, and so it's hard. It's hard, View. It's okay. But yeah, the seasons really matter in mental health. It really mattered in law enforcement. It really, really mattered with the kids, with all the hormones. And oh gosh, did it ever. When I worked for the school district. I worked for the school district when my kids are young, so I could be on the same schedule as them. Look at that. I just ripped that in half, but that's okay. It didn't need to be a full sentence anyway. So yeah, when springtime hits, this population doesn't really want to take their meds. They're all fixed. They're fine. They're like, we'll go to the beach. We'll get over it. I'm like, oh gosh, here comes something. And yep, here it is. It's here. So anyway, that's just kind of my little woe is me. I'm putting myself in time out in my craft room. So I did schedule this ahead of time, knowing that I was going to need some time, need to decompress. I'm going to be on call weekend, so I hope it stays pretty decently calm. I have pretty good staff working with me this weekend, so it's great. It's great. Hey, Chris, welcome. I'm glad to have you. I was just talking about my little midweek meltdown and how I'm putting myself in timeout in my craft room. And yeah, it's just, so I'm just going to kind of put the words over here, kind of real fun and wonky. And what are we going to put on top of this? Probably some stenciling, like who knows where it takes us. And I got these tags that arrived today from Amazon. I wasn't sure if they were going to come on time, but they did. They were waiting for me at my front porch when I got home, so that was exciting. And I thought I could make bookmarks. So I'm really doing inspiration from my latest art journaling magazine. This is actually the first time I've subscribed to this, so I'm very excited. So I thought, like, let's just, let's case some of these tags. And then I read a little excerpt from her. It's Jane Tunnell or Peggy Tunnell. I read a little excerpt from her, how she likes to take little pockets of time and create. And I thought, oh, perfect. This was definitely meant for me. So I'm just going to kind of put this, well, on top of, it's fine. We're just going to put it on top, layer it up and slap it down. Oh no, that Belle Biv DeVoe song. That's okay. I think that was when I was in high school. Anyway, View, I'm really glad I got to catch your live a little bit earlier. That's when I was taking a walk in between my meetings. I stepped outside and took a little walk to get some sanity. And I like it when you guys just like go live and like play around, and I get to see your little process. I think my daughter is home. I think I just heard her car and I have my door open, so I'll have to close if I hear her come in. That is her, I think. I hear her at the front door. So we'll have to see. There we go. We're just going to kind of let these dry a little bit. I have the fan kind of tilted towards me. Let's see. Let's put that over there because that could get a little bit dangerous. I could spill it because I am unsupervised right now. I'm unsupervised is what's going on. Okay. So I could throw some of these origami things on here. I could throw some of the book ephemera on here. Let's, like, what do we want to do? I have a few pictures too, but I thought those would be fun. Let's see what we have here. Just throw these on. You're trying to get monetized, View? Let's help you get monetized, girl. Some of these elements might be a little bit big for, oh, look at that kitty. They might be a little bit big for what I'm looking for. So I do have the tried and true things to cut out and collage, the extraordinary things. So let's find some fun little bits and pieces in here that make no sense so we can make sense. These would be fun. Let's just cut out a few of these. Normally, I get my little craft knife and I like to very neatly take these out. I'm not in that kind of mood today. We're not neatly doing anything, and that poor little caterpillar is getting chopped off, but it'll be okay. It will be okay. Welcome. Hey, Tony. Okay, so I'm just gonna like cut these out. I know like if you want them to really like lay down and want the seam to be hidden to tear it. I learned a lot from Dee Dee the other day with her fun little magazine journey. I think that is so fun. I'm just like going to the used bookstore this weekend and I'm going to go buy a few fat, like old magazines and really just like collage them, like reverse collage them and have fun. Like make those my art journals. You know, I've never really dove into like art journaling, but I really, really want to because I like the collaging elements is new to me and I love the junk journaling aspect. So I do want to do that. Now I probably did lose in me explaining that I was having a fit, like a meltdown about having to go buy water. I think that I lost my little blending brush, but I have a little one up here. So I have a chance to lose that one too if I want. Honestly, I don't know where it went. You guys probably saw me put it somewhere. Who knows? Shout at me if you see it. And I'm just going to kind of, no rhyme or reason, just kind of fill in the edges here. And we'll just start like slapping these down and put some fun sentiments, and nothing has to be like really perfect. Let's see. Welcome, Tony. I'm so glad that you're here. I popped in my link tree. If you guys don't know where to find me, I'm very active on Instagram, same name. And I'm trying to become a lot more active here on YouTube. I do my regular lives Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Pacific. Well, it's daylight time, Pacific daylight time. And I try to do one recorded video midweek. I didn't have time this week. I didn't have the patience. I didn't have the time. I really do not know where that blending brush went. So let's just set this one here so I don't lose that. So I just thought, I'm just going to schedule this live and I'm going to hop on and let's see what happens. If people want a break as well, they'll join me. If they don't, they'll watch the replay. I know a few other people go on live regularly at, assigned times during the week. I try not to like bump over on anybody. And if I'm doing that, I apologize. I know I stopped in and said hey to Beth on my way over here. But I kind of just had to do me today. And this is my little break. And it's not going to be like, I'm not going to be here for hours or anything like that. Sundays, I always have a lot more time. I still have to do my treadmill yet. I have to get caught up on Below Deck. I have priorities. I'm not doing homework tonight. I can tell you that. I probably need to. But since I get off early from work tomorrow, I'm going to go to the doctor and get some vitamin SEA for a little bit, read my book and do that. I've got the time. Might as well use it. Sorry, I'm dropping things. Trying to look at the chat and trying to like pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm acting like you can see what I did and I just threw something on you, but I go live every Sunday, 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So I don't know where you are, View. I thought you were on the East Coast. But Chris will be going live, it looks like, Saturday at 7 a.m. So it'll be 6 a.m. my time, Pacific Daylight Time. I'll make sure to try to catch that. I'm not going to catch you at 6. I'm not going to lie. I don't overlap with others. I try not to overlap with others, but sometimes I I'm not familiar with everybody's schedule. And so sometimes I just have to do what's best for my schedule. And I know I'm trying to build my channel and I'm really not trying to overlap with others on purpose or be rude. But until the end of this year, my schedule is really tight. And so I do when I can, and hope hope that you guys will want to catch the replay, because I can't catch everybody's lives either. Let's see, my knee is really like cramping up from, I sat a lot more today than I normally do. I didn't get to do any field work today. I was in the office all day, and so I try to go take walks when that happens, but let's see. Yeah, I just kind of do my own thing, and I watch others' replays if I can't catch them live, and if I see people live when I'm available, if I just need to jump in and out, I do. So it's just kind of a fun little thing. I really wanted the red on here, but I kind of lobbed that off, didn't I? It's okay. We'll go around it. And we'll just kind of create these tags. Once I get these elements down, I think I'm going to put some more words on them. And then I will put some stencils on them as well. So I think that will kind of be fun. I like to catch my faves live too. But a lot of people don't live in my time zone, I'm finding out. I didn't really cut these very well, did I? You know what? Pish posh. So I'm basically like the last time zone of the earth or something. I don't know. It's fine though. I don't mind actually. I used to live in New York when I was younger, for a while. But I've only lived in East Coast and West Coast time. I've never lived in between. Yeah, you do. You got to do what's right for you. And if you don't do it when you can, you're going to miss opportunities. I completely agree with you. Completely agree. You trade being hosts. Do you guys are you guys host for each other? Maybe I misread that. It's possible. Hey, anything's possible. Thank God tomorrow's Friday. Woohoo! Today's Friday Eve. Love it, love it. I know I supervise these every morning because we have to do a meeting every morning. Every morning we have to do a meeting. And it's kind of like Wednesday. We're like, hey, it's Wednesday. And I'm like, yeah, guys, it's Wednesday. We're almost there. Like trying to be, like, we got this. But sometimes I lose my mojo. Today I was like, it's Friday Eve, because she's the girl that opened with me is like, happy Thursday. I was like, no, it's Friday Eve. And she's like, oh yeah, Friday Eve. So that kind of helps us along, those little fun things. Okay, I'm going to set this off to the side as my glasses are bumping the camera. So my apologies. I actually have some, I think I want to use some of this. I actually have some washi tape too. I could do that. The impromptus are probably the best. It's fun when you co-stream. I actually streamed with Carol last Friday night. Seems so long ago, but I think it was last Friday night. And that was a lot of fun. Carol on My Quiet Corner. I was so nervous to go live with her. And I don't know StreamYard at all. But it was fun. I had a lot of fun. She's a great, patient co-host that I learned a lot from. So she was very, very generous. Those Canadians, you gotta love them. Love those darn Canadians. They're so nice. Okay, and so we'll just kind of put this here on top of the other. And so I would like to do that again, something like that. I think that would be fun. So if you guys ever want to like stream together, I know we're all in different time zones, but we can message each other. You can message me, and we can find something that works for everybody. But I know it's hard during the week. And then, like I said, I'll be on call this weekend. So I'm hoping Well, I'm going live on Sunday, so I have a staff in the field on Sunday, and she is a newer staff though, but I'm hoping things normally stay pretty calm when there's somebody in the field talking to clients and community partners and things like that. And a lot of hospitals have been pretty good in not discharging on the weekends as much as they used to. So I don't have a lot of psychiatrists calling me saying, who's coming to get this client? I'm like, well, not us, because we're closed. So yeah. Okay. So we'll just fold this over. I could just glue this down on this side. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I actually have some sprays too. We think sprays would be fun on this. I mean, like, let's start putting a little bit more words down, I think. Let's get this party going. Let's get this book out. And let's see. Let's just start tearing it up. It doesn't really matter. I know there's no like naughty words in here. I do though want to kind of tear apart. Well, I like my my little spicy rom-com books, and so the books that I've read that I like, I don't like tearing up, so I'll have to like go buy to some books at the used bookstore, and that would be fun to tear some of those up and make some like spicy little rom-com-y bookmarks. My cat's over here playing with the packaging that Amazon came in today, so she's going to be a nuisance for a moment. So if you hear some digging off into the distance, into the not so distant distance, it's her. She's a little teenager. Oh, she's found something. She's found something to play with. Yeah, let's co-stream. Let's do that. That'll be fun. I've never colored on, you guys are such talented colorists. A lot of you guys are. I've never colored on camera. I normally like use that as my real like quiet time and my time to like gather myself, like my little meditation time. But I would be open to like doing a coloring stream if that's what you guys want to do. I'm really trying to get to know my Ohuhu markers, because my Spectrum Noirs and their Spectrum Noir tri-blends are slowly dying. I've had them for years and years, and I see them on Amazon, but I wanted to get into something a little bit, I don't know, more versatile. So I thought, let's do that. And I had like a $10, 10 or I think it was 15 rewards at Michael's. And I'll set this back off to the side. I thought that getting into like the Ohuhus would be a little bit more fun. So I started first getting into the Ohuhus because of that $15. The $15. I could throw some flowers on here. Oh, some birds. That'd be fun. Some little positive sentiments. Because you could test them out at the store, and I really wasn't sure about them. These are some really old stamp sets, like old, and that stamp's never been used. This is when I was doing a lot more watercoloring, but let's get a stamp going. What I can do is I can season it really quick. Oh yeah, I would love to co-stream with you guys. That would be fabulous. Let's just do a really quick seasoning with my eraser. That's the quickest way to season these. And we don't have to be doing the same thing. It could be different things. This is true. I didn't even think of that. Okay, let me get my new little soft little facial thing here. It was not soft. It's still soft, but it's my new little rag in my craft room because this was what I washed my makeup off with, but it's no longer soft enough for my poor little face to keep me looking young. So anyway, okay, oh, do we want the flower? I think I kind of do. There we go. We'll leave that there. Let that go dry. And since this is, I hope I used the right one. This one is perfect for watercolors. There I go. We can kind of stamp that down. Let's get this birdie over here too, because it's 90 bucks. What's $90? Oh. Because it's 90 bucks and I would never pay that. I shouldn't have any glitches. And both of you can stream it to your own channels at the same time. That's expensive. Is that the StreamYard special that's running? I was just going to do the free StreamYard service. Can you not stream? And Carol on My Quiet Corner said she doesn't pay. She does the free plan, and we were able to, it just streamed to her channel, but that's okay because, oh, I put it right on there. Oh, well, whatever. You know, I was fine with that. I advertised it on my channel as well. So, okay. Let's go put these in the dry area to be dried. And get that going. I'm going to get out. Oh, this one I didn't. Okay, so I'm going to get out some stencils. And let's see. I have a fun little Stampers Anonymous Tim Holtz stencil. So yeah, anytime you guys want to stream, let me know. We can schedule something. And I have all of my, not all of them, but I have like all my little ones that would fit on here. My pastes out on my desk. I'm really liking the solar paste. I think that would be fun. I have this texture paste. This texture paste and the Gina K glitter glitz gel I have not used in a very long time. But that's why I put the saran wrap, or like the plastic wrap over it. Excuse me, because I wasn't sure when I would go for it next. Yeah, $90 is a lot. So is it $90 for the year, or is that a subscription? Like how often is the 90? And if that's the sale, I'm a little bit scared. I'm taking a sip. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of go, I might want to put something up here though, because then I was going to, let's see. But she doesn't in here. So if I'm kind of casing it, I like how she did this with the marker. So I could do that with my Kuretake Gold because I love that Kuretake Gold. But I could get out a marker, which they're on my bedside table. Which, hold on. I have the little set right here. 1 month for $90. Eek. It's the high tier. Yeah. Wow. That's a lot. That is a lot. Okay, pink satin might be fun. Let's see, I think, oh, this doesn't have, yeah, oh well. I thought it had the broad and fine and brush. Let's see. I don't want to like, here, let's just do that. So let's kind of, how she did it over here. Just kind of do this. I might, hopefully if this dries, I don't know if this will work if I stencil over it because it is alcohol marker, but once it dries, it should be okay, I assume. But I don't really want to use these for that. I like coloring with these too. Like the broad, I was thinking the broad ends would be good. I could get out my Spectrum Noirs is what I could do and do that because I don't really, I'm not putting a whole lot into those anymore. Okay. That one's still wet. Let's see. Let's I want to to really start to stencil on one of these. Oh, this one I think is going to be ready. Okay, so what I want to do with this one is we could get my Spectrum Noirs out and I could do like a fun, here's like a fun jade green, but let's do something like a little bit more purple, dusty purple, pink violet. Kind of in a sassy pink mode today. Oh, that's dark. That's dark. Let's do the mid-tone. Let's see the light. Okay, I think I'm going to go for the mid-tone just to kind of let's just do some numbers. I just think that the numbers, like let's trace some of the numbers because I'm not too concerned about these nibs because, well, so just creating these tags and like the little pockets of time, like the artist was talking about in the magazine, I think is just, it's just sometimes what the doctor ordered. And I'll come out of my craft room with a whole new attitude, right? Let's do it. So yeah, let me know. Okay, so I'll leave it like that. This one, I think I'm going to, maybe it would be fun to do my glitter glaze on here. Let's just put it down and I can get messages on Instagram or whatever. Unless I'm jumping in on your conversation, I'm sorry. I can do that, but that's okay. I don't mind. And I'm just going to kind of scrape over here.